You recording now? Yes?
Yes.
All right. I'm Brian with Shirley Communications, and this is a box that I received from a company, a vendor on Alibaba. I'm recording the initial opening of this box. As you can see, it's still completely sealed and taped up the way they sent it through DHL. To make sure I have all the stuff inside of it and to make sure all the products work correctly. So we're going to go ahead and start opening it. They did a real good job of taping it up. That was a good spot to start from, I guess. I think this is probably a better part to start from. Okay. This is a very confusing box. We're just going to go all the way around. Out. Let me give it a top view. We've got 4 boxes in here. Okay. 2 of the boxes appear to be heavier than the other 2 boxes, so I'm going to guess these are the accessories and these are the hand crank units. Alright, we got 1 hand crank unit and something hit the floor. Do you see what that was? Is it just a piece of cardboard? No, it's this screw right here. Okay, so a loose screw in the box, putting it back in the box. Alright, that action works okay with the lever. The straps are interesting. And the LED lights up when you spin it. So far, so good on this particular one. Let's take a look and see underneath the straps here. So we got underneath the straps. Pretty sure the website says these were supposed to be rated to 30 volts, and this says it's 28 volts, but I'll double check. And it says that would be 3 amps, right? The rating you'd see there. They're not saying 3 milliamps, right, or 3/10 of an amp.
No, it says 3 amps.
3 amps. Okay. All right. I'm gonna repackage that up. Reattach the strap. Maybe not. Strap back in. Okay, we got also a set of alligator clips inside the unit. Let's just make sure they plug into this thing. Plug in, they connect securely, and we're going to leave that like that for the time being. Alright, let's go on to the other box. So got that loose screw in there. Not sure why they just gave me 1 solitary loose screw, but so this is the other heavy box. Again, set of alligator clips inside the box. I don't believe there's a loose screw this time, but we'll see. I think I found what the loose screw is to now. That spot right there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's missing one on that side. We got that in the box, so I'll take care of that. LED seems to light up when spun. that seems like it's a little better than the action on the other one. Sounds different, right?
Mm-hmm. It's higher pitched.
Okay, well, there's that. Okay, so we're going to call this 1 and this one 2. Okay, 1 was obviously opened first and 2 was opened second. Rating is the same, 28 volts and 30 and 3 amps. We're going to put them aside. We'll delineate between 1 and 2 because 1 will have this alligator clip connected to it and 2 will not. And 2 also has the strap still on there. Alright, let's take a look at the accessories. Another set of alligator clips in box number 1 for the accessories, and a voltage selector. As well, all screws attached on this thing. Okay. Alright, we have to do a voltage test to make sure these things are working correctly. As a matter of fact, if we're going to do that, let's do it on 1 first, seeing as I already have the alligator clips attached there. We can just connect those two right to the what's it called, the voltmeter, right?
Yep.
This is going to kick out 30 volts straight up. So is your voltmeter set up accordingly?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Black to black, red to red.
Yep.
Tell me when you're ready. I'll take the camera in the meantime. I will not point it at you, I promise. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, handing you back the camera. Okay, point at the. See if we can get both the voltmeter and this unit in the same shot. You got it?
Yep.
You got a good screenshot of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. We have it on amps, we have it on volts, what do we got there?
AC.
Mm-hmm. Bet you it's kicking out DC. No? You think there's some kind of converter in that's to kick out DC?
No, I thought it put out AC. Okay. Try that.
Okay. There we go. Kicking out DC. It's not bad, look, it's picking out 24 volts and I'm not even going that fast. I max it out, it's just a little faster. Can you look at that? Let's see what the amps it's kicking out. Can you do that too, or we have to switch any connections around for that? Okay. That can't be right.
Do it again. It says 11 milliamps.
Yeah, well, really. As I'm using it, it just seems to go down. It only gives me anything right as I stop. What's up? You see something? that coming from it?
Looks like it.
So I think it's what, grinding on this, on its own metal plate there.
Yeah, could be.
Great.
It's got scratches on it too, like.
See if you can get a good video of that. Okay, so scratches on the I'm not sure what you call it, on the arm of the crank, and the crank seems to be grinding the metal plate that's holding the crank in place there. We're getting particles on the table here. Yeah. So that's not good. Okay, so yeah, it's getting real weird amp readings. Watch you stop, and then the spikes way the hell up while you're doing it, and it practically reads nothing. I don't think that's a problem with the device as much as I think we don't have it set up correctly to read amps. There's got to be something we're missing. Do you need to have a load on something to read amps, or does that have to be interference of some sort? Oh.
That might be better.
All right. Okay. Still got a weird reading on amps. This thing's supposed to be able to kick out 3 amps. Oh, let's see if you can get a hand there. Okay, one more time. Why is that? It's harder to pull, to twist for some reason. Either direction, it's harder to twist. What the hell? How is that possible?
It's
Okay.
it confounds everything that I've ever seen.
You know how seeing is believing? Here, let me borrow this. You turn it. Okay. It's not going to be slightly harder to turn. It's going to be significantly harder to turn. You do not hurt yourself while you try to do it, because it is a possibility. It's crazy, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's test the. Well, you know, we didn't open up the other box. Let's open up the other box and make sure everything's inside that. Oh, look, there's an instruction manual. Was there an instruction manual in this one? Sure enough, on the other side there was. All right, maybe some questions will be answered in Chinese in here. Okay. Another set of alligator clips. Another set of. Okay. Without looking at the website at this current time period, it looks like everything that I was supposed to get, I received. About this, we have no understanding of why we switch to trying to read amps and the device becomes harder to turn. Don't know why that is, and I doubt that 8 pages of that instruction manual is gonna put any light on that particular subject. I'd like to.
English.
Huh? It is in English?
English.
Huh. Okay. Let's test the other one and make sure we're getting similar readings from it, and see if that phenomenon where twisting it becomes other thing. And also, I'd like to test at least one of these things, make sure it's working. I might as well test them both, make sure they're working. All right. So I guess before we move on to 2, let's finish testing 1. I guess we have to go unconclusive on the amp test. We'll need to, move on and figure out what we can do to test amps later.
Further investigation.
Okay. Oh, if you could take that back, I'll get the next experiment set up. Either one will fit, whatever. I can get that reset up to volts. We'll just point the camera right here one time. Okay. Okay, we'll start on the lowest setting and go from there. This is going to be 3 volts. You got the device set up so it'll easily read 3 volts.
Yep.
Okay, and you got that and the crank in a camera view?
The voltmeter's in camera view. Bring the crank in a little closer. There you go.
Yeah, 3 volts, no problem. I think I know what that grinding sound is, like high-pitched squeaking sound is. No? That you don't hear on the other one? We'll have to test that theory. Okay, 5 volts. 5 volts. 6 volts. That's not much. That's 9 volts. Next is 12 volts. 15 volts. 16 volts. 18 volts, 20 volts coming up, 24 volts, actually, let's get to 24. And here comes 28. This is 28 volts right here. 28 volts takes a little more speed than the other ones. Still not too bad though. Okay, and then there's one last set that's just high. What I bet you is just 28 volts again. High and 28 volts are basically the same thing. Just gonna put that back in. So high and 28 volts are the same thing. Okay, and this device right here claims that it does 3 volts again, right? I'm reading that correctly. It says, sorry, 3 amps is its power output. Towards the top of the writing back there.
Oh, input voltage, input current, output voltage, 3 amps. Yes.
Okay. Okay, and we just don't quite know how to test that, but we will figure it out.
Actually, common ground.
That's AC though.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong end. There you go.
Okay. Crazy hard to turn.
I don't know why that is.
All right. Well, let's. I think that concludes tests for one, right? Kapla. I think that concludes tests for one. We'll move on to tests for two, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And we'll use a new one of these things. Start with the amp test on the other one, I guess. It's not what I wanted. It's not the one I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, this is 2, delineated by the fact it's still got a strap on it. Okay, I currently have the adapter set for 3. We're going to be on the amps, and we'll see one thing that's hard to turn. It's hard to turn. And it seems to be giving us an amp reading of like 0.3. Okay. Hey, if you move it to that, what happens? Still hard to turn. Okay, just curious. All right, let's measure volts. Again, you have it set to AC. Okay, and I'll change the leads. Okay, starting on 3 volts. Oh, this is a much easier turning mechanism. and it's not leaving fragments on the table either. As a matter of fact, there seems to be a space. Good video of that. It seems to be a space between the arm and the on that. And this one is touching right down there. So this is 1, no strap, no space. This is 2, space. Much easier turning ability.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So gonna be asking them to send me another one of those. And that's 5 to 6. 9. It's 12 volts. Going to 14 next. 14 it does no problem. Going to 16. I must have skipped 16, went to 18. Yeah, I did. I skipped 16, went to 18. My bad. That's 16, no problem. 18 we already know it does no problem. We're going to skip the 18 and go to 20. 20 does no problem. 24 we know it does no problem. Alright, it's 28. That's a much better turning mechanism. Okay. Alright, I think that concludes this particular video. Unit 1 is defective, and I will be submitting it for refund along with this video. Again, it shows this, the Unit 2 with the strap shows there's a space there. There's no grinding. This thing is grinding, a screeching sound. Just a visit. Screeching sound. No screeching sound. Okay, that is, we're all set. Ending the video.